Welcome to the Gene Policini Center on the campus of the Rochester Institute of Technology, where tonight the Tigers return to home ice. It's an Atlantic hockey showdown between the conference's top team RIT and the visiting Mercyhurst Lakers, who have yet to record an AHA victory this season. Number 22 for RIT is junior forward Grady Hobbs. The Manitoba native had a big game last Saturday night at Army, recording 2 goals and an assist as the Tigers rolled to their 4th straight victory. Good evening and welcome to RIT Hockey Pregame Live here on the RIT Sports Network. Well, in the preseason polls, RIT was picked as the regular season champs in Atlantic hockey again this year, and despite a difficult schedule to start conference play, the Tigers have responded, splitting with Sacred Heart, then sweeping Holy Cross and Army on the road. Last Saturday afternoon, the Tigers looking to pick up their 4th straight victory, taking on Army at West Point. RIT led 1-0 after 1. Second period, Tigers win the faceoff, and Simon Isabel able to stuff it past Army's Evan Zeri in front. It was 2-0 Tigers, thanks to Isabel's second on the year. Final 30 seconds of the period, Tigers take advantage of the neutral zone turnover. Brian Nicholson feeding Grady Hobbs for his second of the night. RIT led 3-0 after 2. In the third, it was 3-1 until Jojo Casero, the fake, then the shot, then the goal for Jojo, his 3rd of the season. Tigers feeling comfortable, up 4-1, but it would not last as Army would claw its way back into this one thanks to a 5-minute major on the Tigers. Max Itagaki scores on the rebound past Scarfoni to make it a 2-goal game. And then just 15 seconds later, still on the power play, the Black Knights would strike again as Brent Kiefer scores. All of a sudden, Tigers' lead was down to 1 with just 2:07 remaining in the contest. But Tigers would answer. Matthew Wild coming out of the box. Carter Wilkie feeds him, and he seals it. Wild seals it with the empty netter right there. Army falls to 0-6 on the year as the Tigers sweep them by a final of 5-3. RIT has defeated the Black Knights in their last 4 meetings. Tommy Scarfoni stopped 26 on Saturday and only gave up 1 even-strength goal the entire series. Jojo Casero extended his point streak to 3 games, while Carter Wilkie's assist on Saturday was the 80th point of his career. He's the 23rd Tiger in the Division I era to reach that mark. With 4 straight victories, the Tigers are now nationally ranked, coming in at number 20 in the USCHO poll. Tonight, another opportunity to extend its winning streak while also looking to continue building its lead atop the Atlantic hockey standings. With more on tonight's matchup with Mercyhurst, our John DeTulio standing by live now with RIT head coach Wayne Wilson. Johnny?
All right, thanks so much, Kevin. Wayne, as Kevin just mentioned, you guys have won 4 in a row. You're ranked 20th. What's been the key here the last 4 games? It's tough to sweep in this league, but you're able to do it back-to-back weekends. Why?
Yeah, and we've been on the road here too, so that's all good. I think we had our all-league players really take the bull by the horns at the start of the year, and now we're getting contributions for everyone. The freshmen are starting to feel more comfortable, and like I said, we've got a whole team going right now, and we want to continue with that. And we're at home now for a while, so we want to take advantage of that as well.
Just talk about when everybody's contributing, how dangerous this team can be. As you mentioned, all lines contributing at this point.
Yeah, I thought Grady Hobbs had a great weekend last weekend, and so it's important for all those guys to get going like they can. And we got Elijah back from injury because he had missed 4 games as well. So all this is good for us, but it's also good to play without guys at times and have other guys step up. So. But we do need everyone. It's a long year, and at different times of the year, you need different parts of different people, but different parts of your game, power play, penalty killing, things like that to step up.
What's the key tonight? New Mercyhurst, they love to get up and down. They'll take a lot of chances. What's the key for your team tonight?
I think puck management's real critical for us. I think getting good, clean breakouts. I think managing the puck in the offensive zone, not making any hope passes, and creating odd man rushes going the opposite way, good discipline. We don't want to give them a lot of power plays. I call those easy opportunities or easy goals, and Mercyhurst is the type of team that takes advantage of that. We've got to make the game as hard as possible on them, and whether it be them getting the puck from us or penalty killing or keeping it 5-on-5 instead of power play, those type of things we want to take advantage of.
Do you pay attention to the polls? Being ranked 20th mean anything to you and your players?
Well, it's good recognition for our program, so I like that, but it really doesn't mean a whole lot the pair-wise, and it's way too early to be looking at any of that stuff right now as well. For us, we want to keep, I told the guys we want to be relentless in trying to get wins, and, it's another weekend. We're at home. We've got to be hungry. You can't get content, and after you win 4 games, it's easy to relax a little bit. Maybe you feel pressure's off us, but I want to put the pressure right back on them and keep playing well.
How was your birthday the other night? 39, right?
Yeah, 39. Yeah, not a whole lot going on, to be honest with you. I had a Zoom call with a recruit, and I watched the end of the LA King Vegas game. That was about as exciting as it gets.
Sounds like a great birthday to me. Well, by the way, I love your tie tonight. Any reason why you're wearing that tie?
No reason at all, but I figured you'd like it. I think you've got a rooting interest in these colors.
You know they're winning tomorrow. Sweep for you guys, and Penn State wins tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I'll take that.
That's head coach Wayne Wilson here of RIT for a preview of Mercyhurst. Let's send it over to my broadcasting partner, Gene Battaglia. Gino?
All right, thanks, Johnny. Here with one of our favorites, head coach Rick Gotkin of Mercyhurst. Interesting schedule you've had so far here. Ohio State, Notre Dame. You get the split out at Bowling Green. How's the season going for you so far?
Yeah, I mean, we've only won 1 game, Gene, so we're a little disappointed about that. But I think we've played fairly well in a lot of the games. We certainly have had our chances to win a few other ones, but the toughest part about the schedule really is, going into this weekend here in RIT, we've only played 2 home games out of 9. So we've been on the road a lot, but it's what it is. I mean, we're bonding and getting to know each other, and yeah, it's going okay.
You have your leading scorer as a defenseman, Philip Bowe. Now, Mercyhurst players, you guys play that open style. Are you okay with that?
As long as somebody could score, we're okay. And we were just talking about that today, the same thing. Like, it's interesting to have a defenseman as your leading scorer, but, he's very good. He's great with the puck. He's great at the top of the circle. So not totally surprised by that. I'm not sure that's going to be sustainable, but, we need to get some forward scoring, some goals as well.
Rick, a heck of a playoff series last year. I know that's not at the forefront, but for the guys that are coming back, how much confidence does that give you this week?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it means anything or not. I mean, RIT's team is probably different than it was last year. I know we're different than we were last year, but hey, we got great respect for RIT. We know how good they are. This is a tough building, but it's a fun building. The fans here are great. It's just a great hockey environment. I'm not sure that's going to play in a lot. We're just trying to find some league points here early in the season.
I feel bad for you because congratulating you on 600 wins, they miscounted. You're 1 short. How does that happen, Coach?
You know what? First of all, I appreciate you bringing that up, Gene. But when and if we ever get to that, that's a program milestone. I've just been lucky enough because I've been hanging around for 36 years. But I think what happened was when they went through the record book back at Mercyhurst, they inadvertently counted an exhibition win in 2005. So, like I said, this is more about our program than it is about me. But it would be nice to win a game here.
Well, I'm sure we want you to get that win, but maybe not this weekend. Coach, we appreciate your time, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
That's head coach Rick Gotkin. Kevin, we send it back to you.
All right, Gene, thank you so much. Now, RIT is now 5-1 in Atlantic hockey this season, having accumulated 14 out of a possible 18 points so far this year, which gives them a 4-point lead over Sacred Heart. So far, the Pioneers are the only team that has beaten the Tigers in conference play. Niagara and Holy Cross are tied for 3rd with 7 points. Crusaders have played 7 conference games, only 1 win so far, and 7 points. So a slow start for them. AIC beat Holy Cross last night. The Yellow Jackets are tied with Bentley and Robert Morris. Mercyhurst, still winless in the conference, is 10 points behind the Tigers, while Air Force and Army are currently 10th and 11th. In the net for RIT tonight will be number 30, Tommy Scarfoni. It'll be the Montreal native's 5th straight start. Scarfoni 6-1 on the year, having won 6 straight since an opening night loss at St. Lawrence. For Mercyhurst, head coach Rick Gotkin will go with number 31, Owen Say. The sophomore from Ontario will make his 7th start of the season here tonight. He's 1-3-2 this year with a 3.39 goals against average. Well, still to come on Pregame Live, we'll look back on the thrilling finish between these two programs the last time they met. Plus, He's been the best goalie in the conference so far this year, and the rest of college hockey, oh, they're starting to take notice too. We'll hear from Tommy Scarfoni in just a bit, but first, he's one of the top scorers this season for the Tigers, and one of the reasons they're on a roll. Number 26 is senior forward Cody Laskowski. The Camrose Alberta native has 5 goals and 3 assists this season, and he'll join our Kim Coffey live next. Our coverage continues from the Gene Policini Center here at RIT. It's the Tigers and Lakers at 7:05. This is Pregame Live on the RIT Sports Network. Back here on Pregame Live at the Gene Policini Center at RIT, where the Tigers are back on home ice for the first time in 3 weeks. It's Free Ticket Friday for students, so the corner crew filling in nicely and will be rocking as always. Elsewhere in Atlantic hockey tonight, I mentioned earlier that AIC beat Holy Cross last night 4-1, so the Yellow Jackets will go for the sweep tonight. Niagara at Bentley, the defending conference champion Canisius Golden Griffs visit Sacred Heart. Army looks for its first win against Air Force later tonight in Colorado Springs, and Robert Morris plays out of conference. Oh, they're out in Anchorage for an 11 p.m. Eastern start. I don't know if any of us will be up for that. Well, Cody Laskowski is currently tied for the team lead in goals with this season with Carter Wilkie. The fellow line mates have been the Tigers' top 2 scorers so far this season. Tonight, Laskowski will look to get back in the scoring column after being held without a point last week at Army. Number 26, fresh off the ice from warm-ups, and he's standing by live with our Kim Coffey. Kimmy?
Cody, you guys have kind of proven that you're the team to beat here so far. You guys, first place in the conference, right now on a 4-game win streak. Does that add any pressure to tonight's game?
No, the results are coming, but we still got more as a team to give. So, we're just focusing on us and what we can do out there for a full 60.
You and your line mates have had a tremendous amount of success, both you and Carter Wilkie leading the team in goals. What does that say about the chemistry you guys have had so far out on the ice?
Yeah, just building off last year. We're good buddies off the ice, all 3 of us. So, yeah, just building on that.
Mercyhurst looking for their first conference win tonight in Atlantic hockey. What are you expecting to see from them, knowing that they need that win tonight?
Yeah, like you said before, we're the top team in this conference right now, so we know we're going to get other teams' best. So, yeah, we know what they're going to play like, and we know how they play, so we're just going to try and play our game and beat them there.
Cody, thanks so much, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Kevin?
All right, Kimmy, thank you so much. Well, Tommy Scarfoni has been the top goaltender in Atlantic hockey so far this season, and it's not even close. In fact, the junior netminder's numbers have him among the nation's best, too. He's been so good that he's even changing the way things are done around here.
1:05 remaining in the power play.
Tommy Scarfoni is just fun to watch.
Centering pass, what a save! Scoop it, Tommy.
In fact, so much so, he's changing the way his team watches video.
On Mondays, we show a lot of our scoring chances, our goals, and things like that. But for the first time all year, we've shown some big saves because he's kind of the neglected one. Maybe we take it for granted, but yeah, so we're going to start showing some of his big saves in the game because he does come up with a lot of them.
Shot undenied! Tommy Scarfoni!
The junior goaltender has won 6 of his first 7 starts, and thanks to a lot of those big saves, he's been recognized as one of the top netminders not only in the league, but in the nation.
It means a lot. Obviously, I'm not playing for personal accolades, but no, it's cool. It's awesome to be recognized by our league in the week, and especially for a month, and then to be recognized during that month as well by the commissioners, by the whole NCAA as a whole. It's big. I mean, it just shows you that hard work pays off, and it's just a motivation to keep going and to keep working.
I think it also shows his consistency as players of the week in our league. Shows that it wasn't just a one-hit weekend. He's very consistent.
And that consistency is something Scarfoni says is developed in practice.
A lot of times when I look at myself, rewatch my saves that I'm making, especially in tight games, high-pressure moments, it comes down to habits. In practice, you're making the double, triple efforts. The same thing's going to happen in the games. I mean, the way you practice is going to translate. So for me, it's just working hard, always, practicing how I'm going to play, and just never quitting.
It's that competitiveness and trust in number 30's ability to perform under pressure that keeps everyone on and off the ice at ease.
What more can we say about Tommy Scarfone?
I mean, from a coach's standpoint, you're not on pins and needles with every shot going on net. It's just part of the game, and you're going to give up shots, but he's going to be there when you need him and when you need him most.
What's important is that everyone's got to have each other's back. No matter what, good or bad, you got to trust the guy that's next to you, and trust every team member that you have. So that's been a big key for me. I know that everyone trusts me and everyone has my back, and that allows me to play well, and that allows me to, play well, and that allows our team to take chances. Sometimes during games, and I know that they know that if they make a mistake, I'm back there and I got their backs.
Oh, yeah, he's had their backs in a big way this year. Scarfone off to a tremendous start this season. 6-1. His goals against average ranks him 17th nationally, while his save percentage has him at 8th nationally. He's a 3-time AHA Goaltender of the Week recipient, and he was not only named the league's top netminder for the month of October, but he earned that same recognition from the Hockey Commissioners Association. Congratulations to Scarfone. Meanwhile, for the second straight season, the RIT women's soccer team has qualified for the NCAA tournament and is in the field of 64. The Tigers lost in the Liberty League championship game on Sunday, but their 8-5-5 record was good enough to earn them an at-large bid. RIT will face host Babson tomorrow afternoon in Massachusetts at 1 o'clock. You can watch that game live on RITathletics.com. You can also watch the game on the RIT Athletics app. Download it today for your Apple or Android device. You'll find scores, highlights, features, live games, and events, and so much more, including Pregame Live. Well, still to come here tonight, RIT Associate Head Coach David Salako joins us with his scouting report on the Lakers. But first, we flash back to the last time these two programs met and the thriller that ensued. That and much more next on your home for Tiger Hockey. This is Pregame Live on the RIT Sports Network.
Flying over to the opposite side where town and pushing it ahead. Broken up by Kellenberger. No, it's going to be Reifenberger going in. Shot scores! Boy. Kellenberger took a chance there and making him pay. Marco Reifenberger, it's 3-1 Mercy. Casero trying to fight his way through, coming up with it. Isabel, shot scored!
Blocking that shot was Esposito.
Casero still with it, sending it back. Laskowski scores! We are tied at 3. Cody Laskowski. Tigers able to recover back up top. Hands it Bukata. The shot, save, rebound, and up front. Push the side. Laskowski sends it through. Tigers still with the possession. 1:15 remaining in the advantage. Casero for the win. Yes! That's it. Yes!
He's had a great night tonight, JoJo. They were applying pressure, open nets, big stops. RIT advances to the conference semifinals.
What a game, what a series. Last March here in this building between these two programs. Tonight will mark the 57th all-time meeting between these two. The Tigers lead the series with a record of 32-18-6. They met 4 times last year, all here in Rochester, with RIT going 3-0-1. Tigers have 3 AHA playoff titles, including the 2015 one over the Lakers, while Mercyhurst hasn't won the postseason championship since 2005. As we welcome you back inside the Gene Policini Center here at RIT, where you're watching Pregame Live, presented by Taylor the Builders here on the RIT Sports Network. It's RIT and Mercyhurst tonight. The Tigers have won 4 straight games after sweeping Holy Cross and Army on the road the last 2 weekends. As we welcome in John and Gene. And guys, I caught up with Tommy Scarfone this week, and he said this team hasn't even played its best hockey yet. He mentioned it feels like they've just gotten by. And he told me they want to go out, they want to dominate. That seems to be the theme here tonight, and I know the coaches have to like what they've heard from their players so far this year.
Yeah, there's a lot of work to be done. Good evening, Kevin and John, as we welcome in David Zalako ringside. And Dave, this Mercyhurst team, is it fair to say this is still the team that likes to take chances? Your defense is going to have to be ready for anything here tonight.
Most definitely. They're a very dangerous team offensively. from our standpoint, we just want to dominate play in the offensive zone and not give them any opportunity to counterattack off us. They have a very good goalie in net, no one say, so we have a tough task ahead of us.
It seems like puck management would be the key against a team like this, Dave, right? Take care of the puck. Don't give them odd man rushes. They like to get out and skate and get those breakaways going.
No doubt about it. Managing the puck at both blue lines, being patient offensively in the O-zone and not throwing pucks away and allowing them to transition offensively. They do a real good job of blowing guys out and flipping pucks and causing some havoc with some foot races. So we're just going to have to be cognizant of that and limit their chances from a transitional standpoint.
Dave, it's our first look here at Owen Say. What are you seeing specifically from this goaltender?
Very athletic, moves really well, controls his rebounds, and he gives them a chance every night. His numbers are very, very good.
Dave, it seems like all four lines, everybody just now starting to contribute, albeit you're just a month or so into the season. How key has that been for you guys, at least the last 2 weekends?
Well, that's been huge for us. Last weekend, we got scoring from Grady Hobbs. I thought Elijah Gonzalez played really well after being out a few games. We started with a little more balance, so we weren't relying on just the Wilkie line and our first power play to get it done. So it was nice to see other guys contribute. We're gonna need that moving forward.
Dave, good luck tonight. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Dave Insulaco, RIT, as John, we take a look at our players to watch here tonight. And for Mercyhurst, when they take chances, their defense jumps in. And a little surprise here, their leading scorer is actually their defenseman, Philip Woe.
Yeah, and Wayne really talking a lot about him, watching him on tape. Just a really dynamic player, a great two-way player, a guy you've got to watch. Certainly not only in the open ice, great defensively and great on the power play as well.
Philip Woe, a defenseman for this Mercyhurst team. As far as the RIT Tigers, about that balance, it's great to see Grady Hobbs step up in that second Army game.
Wayne, when talking to him this week, he goes, look out, Hobbs is now starting to get going. Now, a lot of guys are starting to get going, but he really singled out number 22. He goes, if Hobbs in that line of Isabel and Gonzalez, who just came back off of injury, they started, once they get going, which they are, they're going to be a tough team to beat.
Kevin, we're excited to bring this one here. 7:05, the puck drop here tonight.
Forward to it, guys. Player introductions and face-off is on the way. We'll wrap things up from here next. You're watching RIT Hockey pregame live on the RIT Sports Network. Back here on Pregame Live, RIT and Mercyhurst coming up. The Tigers unbeaten in their last 10 against the Lakers in this building dating back to the 2018 season. These two teams will meet 4 times during the regular season. The Rochester portion of the series wraps up tomorrow afternoon. Our coverage begins at 4:30 with Pregame Live presented by Taylor the Builders, followed by Face-Off at 5:05 on Flow Hockey. If you're in town and you'd like to join us, plenty of seats remain for tomorrow's series finale. Tickets start as low as $6 and can be purchased by calling or visiting the Policini Center box office, or grab your seats right now, RITtickets.com. Well, that'll do it for Pregame Live. Thanks so much for watching. Tigers and Lakers on the RIT Sports Network begins right now.